Explorer's been hit. Explorer, do you read? Explorer, over. Explorer.
Whoa, Houston, we have a problem. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, what is going on? It is your boy Ian K for Peep This Out, doing a quick movie review for the latest release coming from Warner Brothers Pictures, an absolutely stunner of a film, 3D science fiction action at its finest, starring Sandra Bullock and George Clooney. Movie's obviously called Gravity. You guys have seen all the ads going around town on billboards, on TV, radio. An absolutely stunning, stunning picture from beginning to end, from the opening shot to the ending credits. It is truly a jaw-dropping experience without a doubt. Story picks up high above Earth's atmosphere. We find Sandra Bullock's Ryan Stone, her first space shuttle mission, currently fixing the Hubble telescope, along with veteran astronaut Matt Kowalski, played by George Clooney. His final spacewalk of what appears to be his career. Something goes horribly wrong, and from that moment on, we are focusing on these two characters fighting for their very survival, to make it down to Earth and to really just survive what is happening. Won't spoil the film for you, only to tell you right now that it is a very simple story on the surface, from director Alfonso Cuarón, written with his son Jonas. Very, very well done. Great emotional drama, very well acted, very well fleshed out story in terms of the motivations behind the characters in the film. Sandra Bullock and George Clooney do an amazing job, as always, a very bang-up job. Wouldn't be surprised if there was an Academy Award nod for Sandra Bullock, especially for this film. You really feel for that emotional intensity of the experience from Sandra Bullock in this film. You really see what she's going through. There's a lot of things in terms of her past that creep up that are kind of dictating how she does certain things. George Clooney does a very solid job, very likable character as he plays as well. And when the proverbial hits the fan, that is when the movie really kicks in. It's got a lot of tense moments, very exciting film overall. This is definitely an event film that has to be viewed in a theater, a very large screen, to really appreciate the overall weight of not just the intensity of the action on screen, but the overall emotional feeling and the things that are going on with the characters portraying them on screen between George Clooney and Sandra Bullock. Guys, we all know how amazing 3D is for action movies, superhero movies, things of that nature, but when you see it in the most realistic possible way in something like this totally brings all of your dreams of being an astronaut as a kid to life in a way that is just absolutely enjoyable beyond me. Every frame, every moment in this film is an absolute work of art and an achievement overall. You owe it to yourself to jump and see this movie on the biggest screen that you can, preferably 3D IMAX. I mean, just look at the action going on behind me right now. This is truly an experience made for theater viewing without a doubt, and truly one of the high water benchmarks in overall filmmaking for special effects. How could you not want to see this movie? The overall intensity of what you're going to see on screen is bar none the greatest achievement, I think, in outer space filmmaking ever made. Very bold statement, I know, but just as 2001: A Space Odyssey was a revolutionary film back in that day, and then every space film forward has continued to carry that torch, this movie is now the high watermark for truly realistic outer space filmmaking that really portrays that sense of depth, the sense of 3D motion, the sense of the wire work being done on this here. You can feel the weight when things move, when things are shifting around, when things are floating, trying to grab onto things. It is truly an amazing experience from start to finish and deserves your undivided attention for the hour and 30-minute playing time. Easily worth a recommendation. An amazing stunner of a film deserves an amazing stunner of a score, so this is an easy 9 out of 10, a virtual masterpiece from beginning to end, and something that keeps you gripped from the moment the opening frame begins to the closing credits at the very end. It is truly state-of-the-art filmmaking for this type of film without a doubt, and again, the high water benchmark for this type of technology. This is the reason that people watch movies in 3D, and it clearly elevates and takes that emotional impact of what you're seeing on the screen to a whole new level, and has to be viewed on the biggest screen possible to really get that full impact and that overall immersion. It is really an insane experience. Guys, it's about that time to drop some comments down below. Let me know what you thought of the film. Did you find it just as amazing as I did? Did you really enjoy it? Definitely like, share, and subscribe. We want to keep the channel growing, and you know I love the support I'm getting from each and every one of you guys. Tell a friend, let them take a look at the channel. A lot of great content coming down the line. As always, this has been your boy Ian K4. Peep this out. You know how we do, guys. We'll talk to you next time. Stay frosty.